Hello, Namaskar. Welcome you to the SAAR Analysis. I am Chaman Naik and here's my take. In just 48 hours, Donald Trump has separate conversation with Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelenskyy. While preparing to attend the upcoming NATO Summit in Turkey, at the same time, Ukraine intensified the attacks on Russian controlled infrastructure, targeting multiple power stations in Crimea and occupied territories. This isn't just another diplomatic weekend, it's a glimpse about how the phase of Ukraine conflict may be shaped not only by the weapons but by negotiation. Now, here's what evidence speaks about the sequence is strategically significant. A 85-minute conversation between Trump and Putin focused on Ukraine conflict and upcoming NATO summit. Well, according to Kremlin, both the sides discussed the possibilities of political settlement while reaffirmed the diplomatic engagement. Within hours, Trump also spoke with Ukraine President Vladimir Zelenskyy before joining the NATO leaders in Turkey. Meanwhile, the battlefield told a different story. Ukraine launched a coordinated strike against energy infrastructures across Crimea and other Russian-occupied territories. Well, it aims to increase the military and logistic pressure ahead of next level diplomatic decision. This isn't just a coincidence. History repeatedly shows that military escalations often precede the diplomatic bargaining, and nations that attempt to strengthen their negotiation position before entering the room. Now, here's why is this important, because the biggest picture is greater than just a phone call. For nearly 3 years, Russia and Ukraine conflict largely been defined by the military assistance, sanctions, and the battlefield development. Now, the diplomacy is quietly returning to the center of the conversation. If Washington opens the sustained communication with Moscow while maintaining its dialogue with Kyiv, it creates a new strategic triangle that could shape the NATO's internal depth, Europe's security calculation, and future negotiation over the conflict. The upcoming NATO summit therefore becomes more than just an alliance meeting. It becomes a test of whether Western unity can coexist with renewed diplomatic engagement. At the same time, Ukraine's intensified strikes demonstrate that Kyiv intends to negotiate if negotiation happens from the position of operational strength rather than strategic weakness. Now, military pressures and the diplomatic outreach are unfolding simultaneously, and that combination often defines the opening of a chapter of major geopolitical transactions. Now, here's my take. The most important development here is not the Trump that spoke with Putin, not here he spoke with Zelenskyy. The real story is all three strategic centers, Washington, Moscow, and Kyiv, remain actively engaged at the same moment. In geopolitics, dialogue does not guarantee peace, but the diplomacy begins to moving alongside military operation instead of replacing them. It is usually signals that every major player is preparing for the next phase, not necessarily the end, but of the conflict. The question is no longer whether war will continue or not. The real question is who will shape the terms of peace whenever it eventually arrives. That's all from today's analysis. I will be back with another episode. Till then, thank you for watching this.